What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Jeffish. I'm Jeff. Let's talk about fish. Last time, we finished building our desk / bearded dragon enclosure. Now it's time to decorate it. We're going to give it the full bioactive treatment, complete with live plants and a cleanup crew. And at the end, we will get a bearded dragon. Let's get to it.
Alright guys, it's time to decorate, and we're going to do this a lot like we did the frog paludarium vid. So we've got this great stuff foam that is going to both help create a background as well as connect some of this wood to the background. After that, we're going to take a razor blade and we're going to cut off some of the bumps that we don't like. This is also going to give a place for our silicone that we're going to use. This stuff here, this brown GE. I opted for brown this time, that way the white doesn't poke through. I really didn't like that in the frog video, but this brown is going to be really nice. Like I said, we're going to be using this Eco Earth here. We're going to cover this on the silicone. Look at that. I'm doing this piece by piece here, but we're going to do this for the whole background. Now let's see what connected. After brushing off some of the areas, it's time to cover up the little spots that we may have missed. That's looking pretty good. Time to do some more hardscape. I've got these toothpicks here I'm going to use to stab in some cork bark, and I'm also going to add another piece of wood. I'm also going to reinforce this with a little bit of clear silicone. Next up, it's time to put up the lights. I've got these LED strips that are made for cabinets, and honestly, this is an amazing way to light up a tank like this. I could throw like an overhead LED or something like that, but these strip lights really light up the whole thing really nicely. I also added some vents, which unfortunately I didn't get on tape, but I used this little saw to cut a little hole for these vents. Now it's time for some substrate. I'm using a mix of Eco Earth and washed play sand. Now, play sand is very important because normal sand can unfortunately impact lizards if they happen to eat some or ingest some, but the play sand does not combine and solidify when it's wet. Now we're also going to add some organic potting soil. Keyword is organic here because we don't want any pesticides to get into our lizard. Alright, now this is a bioactive enclosure, so we need a little bit of soil, and then we're going to put a top layer of our Eco Earth and play sand mixture. After that, it's time to finish up the hardscape. So the first one we have is a little piece of rosemary, a couple succulents, I got this nice aloe plant, and finally a nice snake plant to finish it off. All these plants need very little water, which is good because it's going to help us keep the humidity down because a bearded dragon is a desert animal and needs very low humidity. All these plants are also completely safe if ingested. I'm hoping it doesn't happen because they look real good, but if it happens, it's going to be totally fine for a Beardie. Next up, we're going to add the water bowl. I've got this nice little rock water bowl that I've had for a little bit, and it's time to add the heating and lighting. We've got a ceramic heater as well as a UVB, of course. Like I said, this is a bioactive enclosure, so we've got a couple almond leaves that we're going to throw. A little leaf litter is always a good thing. And some purple isopods. Now these guys are going to go in, they're going to eat the poop. Now I didn't film this, but I also added some super worms, which are another good bioactive cleanup crew as they're called. So these guys are going to go in, dig through, help the plants aerate, and they're going to eat up the poop. And with that, it's finally done. Let's get our Beardie in his new home.
guys, I'd like you to meet Steven. This is my new Beardie. He's still kind of young. He's like a teenager, and he is awesome. It's crazy. Me and him have just become best friends. We just sit and we do work and stuff, and he just hangs out right here. It's awesome. I'm so glad I got to get one of these. It's been on my list for a long time. It's kind of a dream come true. And look at this, dude. Isn't this cool? I think this is definitely one of my most proudest enclosures. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Today we turn the food court into a sport. Let's talk about that.